For all your TCG needs, make sure to check out sabatcg.com. Hey, what's good everybody? This is Saber054 on the WhimCG Players channel, TCG match with the lovely Boa Hancock, playing against the Eustass Captain Kid, or Useless Captain Kid as Monkey Fight TCG called him once. So yeah, this leader is one of those, dual color leaders that have 5 life, and when Bandai does this, they gotta give the cards a bunch of drawbacks. In the case of both Vivi and Rebecca, at least. So this guy's not as bad because he can attack, but he doesn't really do much else. I mean, he's got an effect where he's going to boost his attack if you go minus Dawn. And if you got a lot of life, he's like 4k on your turn or something like that. So that's a drawback. So I don't think I'll have too much trouble, but we still got to be careful. The purple-red combination could be something. I mean, it's in the same group of the other leaders like Law that got banned, and then the 6k Luffy. He's the weakest link out of the 3. So I have a good enough start. Open up with my Searcher. Get my double plus with Jinbei. One of my main attackers, Weevil, 6k. Got my draw. It's looking good so far. I like simple stuff, as I've said many times before. It's why I like this deck. Just good shield triggers / triggers, as in the old school Duel Masters TCG, and then just simple +1 card advantage generating effects. That's it, and that's good enough for me. So we negate the attack easy, and then this guy can't do anything else. 6 Dawns. I think I'm gonna drop the Boa here. Get a free Dawn, and I guess the other 2, what can I do? I mean, I'll attack first, see what happens. Then I might drop her, or I can drop Moria too, but let's see, we'll see. Let me just attack first, see what this guy's gonna do. And I'll do 6. Gonna discard something. You're in the danger zone already. Okay, drop something. Drop 2 cards actually. Great. And I'm gonna do Moria just to get the Law back. Get an extra counter, I guess. We can do Boa later, perhaps. I mean, once I attacked with everybody, it was definitely not gonna summon her. Otherwise, I would have just lost the plus. Free Dawn. Okay, so I can easily protect my guys if he doesn't have big dudes to attack. He drops the Beckman. Man, is that what his name is? I want to say it correctly. Ben Beckman, something like that. But yeah, Shanks's strongest partner, and that guy does have a very good effect. It's generic. You don't have to run it in the Shanks deck. So very easy removal. And I'm going to arrange this stuff. I'm going to put... I'll put a counter first, because at this point we're going to be at 10 Dawn. So, I'll drop the Kaido. So attack with 5k. What are you going to do? Discard something, okay. And then I'll do Boa as well. What you got? It lets him die. Okay. And then for 6k, gotta let that go through, man. You're in trouble, my friend. I get a counter back. I still got so much presence down. Just four characters. He only has 2 life left. He hasn't touched my life. So, yeah, man. It just goes to show you, deck building is paramount. I mean, like I've said, this deck, this guy running it. Okay, you get that red-purple combination, but what is your end goal? I'm trying to think, like all of these gimmicky-ass cards. Not really doing much. mean, he's putting some pressure now with the dragon, but I got my own big guy I can drop now. So first things first, I'm going to summon him actually to get rid of the blocker. Should have used him when you had the chance. So I'll do, I mean, whatever the hell I removed, it wasn't going to be great because he can just summon it right back, and when they got on play effects and rush, this Kaido isn't so good. I'm still running him because you combo with Boa, but hopefully eventually we get some different blue-like tents that are just more useful. I mean, if it wasn't Boa, I'd just be doing the double, like, OP5 Kaido that draws you 4. Much better. But this, because it's still removal, it's double, and it sort of combos with Boa. Usually when you could play that guy, you're not going to have a lot of cards in hand, so you get the plus, you get to draw with Boa too. So I'm thinking, you know what, it kind of makes up for it. You know, you draw 4 with the other Kaido. With this, I guess it's like you draw 1 and then you get the double removal, so, you know, it can be pretty important. Like getting rid of the blocker here, it did mean a lot. Okay, so this guy has 1 life left. He needs to deal with my guys quick because I'm going to be going for game very soon. It won't be easy to deal with this Kaido. And then I got the Mihawk in hand too. Drops blockers, or 1 blocker at least. Eustass Captain Kid. This is a good card though. And you're going to need a few more probably. I mean, he shows me he's running them. So 5k. 7k actually. Do I protect him or do I just let this go? I'm close to going for game here, so I'll actually do the double. Just go ahead and do that. Almost force you to attack with Dragon now. Drops the killer too. What else? What is he doing? That guy's a searcher, right? You just search, you don't dump anything. Anyway, Draken, he decided to spend an attack with Draken to kill the Moria. Just try to be safe, and drops the heat too. So he has a little bit of defense now. I might not be able to go for game. I'll just force kill these blockers. Whether I attack the leader or Draken, he's just probably gonna block. So it goes for it. Good job. And you know what? No matter what, I know I'm going to summon the Sengoku and the Mihawk here. So I'm just going to do 6k with Boa. Discard something, okay. And now it's time for the Mihawk drop. At this point, I think it's just too much pressure. He won't be able to deal with it. Like, deal with Kaido and Mihawk. And I've got the Sengoku and the leader, you know. The whole thing where you can put a bunch of dons on just anybody. It really just promotes aggressive play for the One Piece TCG. Like this guy, he's gonna need again to summon a bunch of blockers if he wants to survive. Otherwise, even the Sengoku and Boa, just on their own, is gonna be enough. I still have 5 life. He's not touched my life whatsoever. It's got more cards right now, but, you know, like I've said, he didn't touch my life. You know, once he hits my life, I'll get a bunch of cards too. Got the better board. Much bigger life advantage. Looking very good. So he puts a shitload of dons on this dragon. Yeah, you didn't have to go this overkill, my friend. But I guess he's really thinking he needs to just thin out the threats. But it's actually, I mean, if you're not going to summon blockers, I can still go for game here. Mihawk is untouched. I guess he does have 1 blocker still, this kid. Regarding my hand, I mean, I don't think I should summon anything, or maybe Goes for 5, I'll block that. I guess even if I don't go for game, I can drop the boas and it's gonna be bad for you, but I'm gonna go for 10k here. Whether you block or not, it's gonna be bad. He did decide to block, but now you're just left wide open. I got all the dawns and 2 attacks to go with. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. He does have a few cards in hand, but I guess from what I've learned, I doubt this guy is just gonna have a bunch of 2k counters, like all 4 cards in hand. So let's see, I'm gonna attack actually. You know what? I could have went for game, but I don't even need to be honest. I'm just gonna freeze the dragon, get a remove, I draw a card, summon my own blocker, and you're still sort of fucked in a way. I got pressure, dragon won't even be able to attack. And this way I sort of have a guaranteed GG. Like, just corner this guy completely. I could have went for game, probably, but just cornering him, making sure I get that guaranteed, you know, completely overwhelm him. You know, now he drops the Beckman again, but what else? Like that took 7 daunts. I don't have a counter, so lucky you. Let that go through. Yeah, a bit lucky there. But, you know, no other blockers. Or one at least. But I got the Mihawk, I got Boa now, and everybody else. So now it's going for game time. Sounds about right. So, Boa, 8k. You should know you're dead now. He blocked, but I mean, there's Mihawk and everybody else left. It's a GG. You should know it. So I'm gonna attack with Sengoku first, but it probably doesn't make much difference. So 6. What you got? And he surrendered. So an excellent GG for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Sub to the channel, leave a like, share the video with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time. What a